Hi, this is Neil, and I'm back today to talk to you about the benefits of diversifying your portfolio with alternative assets. So, why should you think about diversifying with alternative assets, and in particular, venture capital style investments, which is what we offer at BioVerge? The simple answer is to generate outsized financial returns, at least have the potential to generate outsized financial returns. So this chart is particularly interesting. It's comparing the US VC early stage index, which are the blue bars, against the S&P 500, which are the orange bars, and the gray bars, which is a credit bond index. And what you can see here, and this data is from Cambridge Associates, that the VC early stage index has not only consistently, but persistently across various time horizons outperformed the other two. And that's consistent and persistent across 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, and a 25-year time horizon. The thing to be aware of with alternative assets, like what we offer at BioVerge, is that they are illiquid. So you need to make sure that you're only investing with what we consider patient capital, and you have the time horizon to wait to generate these types of outsized financial returns. But if you do have patient capital, then VC can be a very attractive place to put your money. I think this is a particularly interesting chart here. And so what we're looking at is institutional money, in particular endowment funds. And so you could make the argument pretty credibly that endowment funds are some of the largest and most sophisticated investors in the world. At the top of the heap of endowment funds is Yale, who has one of the largest and best performing endowments over, I think, a 20 plus year time horizon. And if you look at the breakdown of their portfolio, they hold 50% of their assets in alternative assets. Now, if you look at the chart on the right, most institutional investors hold less than 50%. In this case, most hold on average 25% of their portfolio in alternative assets. But this is in stark contrast to most individual investors who hold typically zero of their assets in alternative assets, or a very small percentage. So if we drill down and use Yale as a case study, and we look at what component of their alternative assets is dedicated to venture capital style investments, again, the type of investments that we offer at BioVerge, is 21.5% for Yale. And so Yale's whole investment thesis is that by constructing a portfolio with alternative assets in the mix, they're able to generate higher returns and have a lower risk profile. And so you could make the argument that these large endowment funds, the large, very sophisticated investors, are doing something that most of us are not doing. And so let's look at a case study of how we as individuals could actually do this for ourselves. So this is a case study of a registered investment advisor that has a globally diversified portfolio consisting of stocks and bonds, 60% stocks, 40% bonds for a client. In this case, you can see that alternative assets make up 14% of the client's overall portfolio. And then if we drill down into that alternative asset bucket, you can see that 6.5% of the alternative assets are dedicated to venture capital style investments, 5% are dedicated to private equity, and then 2.5% are dedicated to other illiquid type investments. And then further drilling down into the venture capital investments, you can see that in this particular case, the investment advisor has allocated 1.75% of the client's portfolio to BioVerge investments. And then there are other VC investment funds in there as well as funded funds. And so this is a great case study of how you or how investment advisors allocate a portion of a overall globally diversified portfolio to investments like BioVerge in order to generate outsized financial returns for their overall portfolio. So with that, I will thank you for your time. Feel free to reach out to me anytime at neil@bioverge.com, and I wish you happy investing. Thank you.